What's up, sports fans? Today we're diving into something every fan dreads, but can't stop watching when it happens: the biggest playoff chokes in NFL and NBA history. These are the moments that haunt franchises, fuel rivalries, and honestly, make for some of the best sports talk ever. We picked 5 absolute jaw droppers, alternating between the NBA and NFL because disappointment knows no league. Let's get into it. Let's kick it off with arguably the most infamous NBA collapse of all time: the 2016 Golden State Warriors blowing a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now let's set the scene. The Warriors were coming off a 73-9 regular season, the best record in NBA history. Steph Curry had just won his second MVP, and they looked unbeatable. After 4 games, they were up 3-1 against LeBron James and the Cavs, 1 win away from sealing their legacy. Then, the collapse. Game 5. Draymond Green gets suspended for a groin shot on LeBron. LeBron drops 41. Kyrie drops 41. Game 6, same story. LeBron dominates. Game 7, that block. Kyrie shot. The Warriors, the most dominant regular season team ever, failed to close. 3 straight chances. 3 straight losses. 73-9, but no ring. You can't script a more brutal ending. And to this day, anytime someone says 3-1, you know exactly who they're talking about. Now let's shift gears to the NFL. You already know what's coming. 28-2-3. The Atlanta Falcons in Super Bowl LI had a 28-3 lead over Tom Brady and the New England Patriots late in the third quarter. They were dominating. Everything was clicking. Matt Ryan looked elite. The defense was flying around. And it seemed like the Patriots dynasty was about to be buried. Then the greatest choke, or comeback, depending who you ask, in Super Bowl history unfolded. Bad play calling, blown blocks, a historic Edelman catch, and the GOAT doing GOAT things. The Falcons ran the ball just 5 times in the second half. A missed block on third down led to a strip sack that flipped the game. The Pats score 31 unanswered points and win 34-28 in overtime. First ever OT Super Bowl. The Falcons haven't recovered since. 28-3 became a cultural meme. You see it on signed shirts, tweets. It's burned into football history. All right, let's go back to the gridiron for one of the most painful, under-the-radar chokes in NFL playoff history: the 2011 AFC Championship between the Baltimore Ravens and New England Patriots. This was a war. Smash-mouth football. The Ravens had Tom Brady on the ropes late in the fourth quarter. Joe Flacco throws a perfect strike to Lee Evans in the end zone. Drop. Could have been the game winner. Then, on third down, they get stuffed and settle for a field goal. Billy Cundiff steps up for a 32-yard chip shot to tie the game wide left. The Ravens were that close to the Super Bowl, that close to ending Brady's run. But in the clutch, they folded. Evans drops the winner. Cundiff shanks the tie. It was brutal. You could hear a pin drop in that stadium. They did win it all the next year, but man, that 2011 game still haunts Ravens fans. And finally, we wrap it up with one of the most staggering NBA playoff collapses ever: the 2000 Western Conference Finals Game 7. Portland Trail Blazers vs. Los Angeles Lakers. The Blazers were up 75-60 with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They were outplaying the Shaq and Kobe Lakers in LA on the biggest stage. Then the wheels came off. Portland missed 13 straight shots. 13. The Lakers stormed back behind Kobe's heroics and Shaq's dominance. The alley-oop from Kobe to Shaq, legendary. Final score: Lakers 89, Blazers 84. From up 15 to losing by 5, that was the Blazers' best shot at a title in decades, wasted in a single quarter. It launched the Lakers dynasty and buried a Blazers team that never really recovered. That Game 7 is the blueprint for heartbreak. Look, choking is part of the game. But when the stakes are that high and the lights are that bright, the margin for error is razor thin. These 5 moments, they live forever. They changed legacies, altered careers, and gave us iconic and painful memories. What's your pick for the biggest playoff choke ever? Did we miss one? Drop a comment below and let's argue about it. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.